no matter where it was coming from, no matter the form it took. I know that he inspired that in probably most everyone he encountered, and he certainly inspired that in me. I have some poetry I'd like to share. These were all written over the last few months that we spent together. His lyrics unfurl, wicker words weaving worlds beyond me, beyond the worlds that I can see. With words of thread, he weaves the way to the world as it is supposed to be, a thing of beauty. And I worry about the birds. They flit and flicker in the trees. I find and focus, and again they are gone. I worry that I will miss their song, the song that sounds the world's goodness. And all of my goodness is found in song. And oh my goodness, how can I focus on a flash of feathers haphazardly drawn? But here, the song that greets the dawn, a trail hidden in the thicket, a thread to follow through the dark, a spark. The promise of the songbird's song that all good things are marked. I put some water down. Thank you for listening. I don't generally share my writing, and I regret that now.
Onward and upward.
Thank you, Kev. It's not that I regret it now, actually, it's that I realize now how important it is to share. And something that I've said over and over to everyone around me since Jim died was that he left me with the words unspoken, telepathically maybe. Create and share freely and fearlessly. I like to write haikus, which are 17-syllable poems, traditionally Japanese. I don't speak Japanese, and my haikus are probably a bastardization of that art, but they've been really helpful for me, and in terms of writing and in terms of processing. And I would like to share with you a collection of them. The first was written in April, and the last in September, and they're I'm going to read them in chronological order. I know in the dark that every moment has led to this moment. I can't grasp the unreality that we are happy as we are. Your numbers are up. We talk about death, and then I make us some lunch. You will be relieved of the things, of hunger, and of my pettiness. I will stand here and make the wrong meal and fight the wrong fight by your side. Hands full of flowers, you mesmerized in the field are so beautiful. I pluck the flowers, all the while thinking of the tumors on your heart. Sometimes things are cool. Other times shit is fucked up. These are other times. I wrote that at Duende. Through your hand, I feel the pulse connecting you to this iteration. Freed by eternity and your mind a universe, let go, Jim. Let go. At the moment is the only way that I can gauge if I am afloat. I made it through yesterday and dreamt that you were awake at Roswell. I think I'm okay, making coffee, eating breakfast, sleeping enough. Even howling like a wounded animal seems appropriate now. Have I ever thought so much about death in my whole entire life? To be alive is to be willing to die over and over and. Love is the pulse of life, is the pulse of love, and inextricable. Empty-handed and in the dark, I can still reach your love all around. I will miss the pink lazy boy with the view of Lake Rite Aid and ducks. Hats, handkerchiefs, skis, your guitars, the last book you read. What to do now? Both you and not you, your piles are now my piles to go through and divide. I said some strange things early on when you being gone didn't make sense. That is the thing that I can't grasp about death, the spark's disappearance. The subtle but clear distinction between being alive and lifeless. I read these haikus and wonder how I will read them again next year. Will they remind me of a wound that has healed enough to go on? Thank you again for listening. And thank you, Ed and Bill, for arranging this. I know there are many other people involved, but thank you to you two for supporting me. And thank you to Duende for hosting this event, but also for holding me through this. I have 28 poems to read tonight. And that I've already read 27 of them.
Oh. Where's the
Thanks
drums?
for hanging in there. It wasn't that I wanted to go for a swim, but that I needed to be held by someone big enough to catch me, and all of the fear and hope and hurt and worry engulfing me. The water pleated, she is pleading, pushing me towards shore. She is pulling, plunging me under, holding me there, holding me where my toes skim soft sand. In her embrace, I am swallowed by my senses. The changes in clouds, the sharp sting of water up my nose, the sharpness that's so small, so subject to panic. A single sip could be the death of me. She holds me there, captive to life's shallowness. And into that vastness I am drained. With an anguished, agonized cry, I am drained into the waves, into the darkening sky. Ripples spreading from my waist, the scent of worry, sand scoured from my body, I leave her. Purged, I leave her to return to the world of music. And she, a catchment, remains, accepting all that is left behind. Thank you.
Thank you.